Hey everyone, welcome back to Futbol Talks. In this week's episode, we're going to go over our Game Week 3 thoughts and predictions. So Game Week 2 was very exciting. Please go ahead and check out our other video. We went over our Game Week 2. We went over our FPL live reactions, the game reactions, who we thought the biggest winners and losers were. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the first game of Game Week 3 is going to be Chelsea versus Fulham.
It is an early game. And you know what? Thank guys on a Saturday. I'm so glad because I'm tired of weekday games. Like, on a Friday at 3:00, and it's like, oh, really? But it's going to be a good game. It's going to be an early game. And I think Chelsea should win it. Is it going to be an easy game? Probably not, because Fulham is still, a team that they need to watch out for. But the way Chelsea played this previous week, I think they got something in the works, and I think they learned a lot from last week. So Chelsea win. For me. Clean sheet, I'm going to say no clean sheet.
Okay, so I think actually you guys playing first could be your good luck charm. So maybe that's a good thing.
Hope.
And then I think Chelsea's going to win, but I think it's going to be a clean sheet.
Ooh.
Chelsea win, clean sheet. Fulham actually have done really well. They're very defensive. This past game week, they did very well. Just with Chelsea, I'm just going clean sheet for them because I think Fulham are so defensive. Yes, they can attack, but Chelsea are just gonna. I'm picturing like Chelsea attack, just pushing their defense back so much that.
West Ham score on Chelsea.
Yes, but I also think Chelsea were like not in the game at that moment.
I
think it was like a wake up call.
That was such a wonder goal, like out of nowhere.
Oh, and that too. Oh my God, Paqueta, like the way he hit
left-footed, outside the box.
Come on, that's like 1 in a million. So I think Chelsea weren't in it. It was a great lucky goal. And so Chelsea's defense, they're pretty solid. So I'm going Chelsea win, clean sheet.
All of a sudden, with Chelsea fans, look at this.
What can I say? When you hang around me so much, I rub off on you. I mean, obviously, I'm wearing the classic 0405 third kit. That actually new kit is inspired by. So
looks nice. Yeah. Nice, yeah.
Of course, I'm going to go with the Chelsea win. I agree with them. I think Fulham are a very good side. Last season, we actually lost at Stamford Bridge, the same fixture against Fulham. They came back in the last minute and won. But I think it'll be different. I think we have what it takes. Palmer, we'll see if he plays this upcoming week. That'll be interesting. But I think even without him, the team has enough firepower with João Pedro and Delap coming into his own. So I think Delap may even get on the score sheet finally because he hasn't scored yet. But yeah, we'll go Chelsea win.
Well, you guys are also a different team than last season.
Yeah.
So, the signings that you guys have made, I think that's really helped the team and become more of an attacking threat. So
yeah, I agree. I think to your point with the defense, we've lost our best center back this season. So it'll be interesting to see how Maresca he tries to make up for that because Colwell can play out of the back really well. Tosin and Chalaba, they can do that as well, but just not to the extent.
All right. Well, our next game is going to be a 10 o'clock game, Eastern time. It's going to be Wolves versus Everton. Wow. What do you guys think? What do you think? Wolves versus Everton. Somebody got in that. You going to keep them?
Well, we'll see about that. I can't give my plans away.
Tell us.
Given who watches this video, FPL wise, but I will give you my opinion on who I think is going to win this. I am stuck between a 0-0 game or a 1-0 Everton win. I can't decide. Everton are very defensive. Their attack, like I mentioned before, Grealish has helped them. Their attack is lacking a little bit. Yeah, Grealish has helped, but in general, it's not looking impressive. Wolves, obviously, Strand Larson is on fire. I think they are able to attack, but I think Everton's defense is pretty strong. So that's kind of why I could see it being a boring game 0-0. And then if I were to do an Everton 1-0, it would only be because Wolves has a weak defense. That's the only reason. Come back to me on a decision because I don't know.
Okay, I'll just say I think Wolves are going to get a win here. I think.
Oh wow!
I mean, they have enough quality to win. So, and Everton, they're still lacking a lot of numbers. They're I would say Everton are going to be a team this season that's going to be hard to beat at home. So when you play them at their stadium, there's not going to be a lot of goals. It's going to be 1-0, 0-0s. Like they're not going to concede. But I think away from home is where Everton may struggle this season. So I'm going to go Wolves win.
Wow. Okay, so for me, it's more like I'm gonna go for the Everton win. Again, it's not gonna be a lot of goals. It's gonna be one of those games that
So if you were to choose, like,
Everton is gonna win.
no, not choose. Like, say how many goals, like, score prediction possibly. What would you
It's
say?
gonna be close. I think it'll probably be 2-1, 1-0.
Okay, so you're thinking, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be where Everton's gonna dominate. I mean, Everton struggled on game week 1, so they end up losing the game. So this past week they did pretty well, but I think for game week 3 they're against Wolves. Wolves is looking for a win. They need it, especially at home. I think that will be the game for them. But do they have what it takes to beat Everton? I just don't see it yet. Not yet. So, but for now, Everton win. Clean sheet. I said 2-1 or 1-0. Clean sheet is a gamble. So I'm going to say, yeah, clean sheet. Everton. So I'm going to go 1-0 Everton.
1-0. Okay, so I'll go 0-0. That helped me make my decision since I said was 0-0 or 1-0. Okay, so the next game we have is actually a pretty interesting game. Tottenham versus Bournemouth. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, it's close because they both have talented wingers. Their wide players are, I think, where their threat is for both these teams. And the press of Bournemouth is really tough to play out against. But I do think Tottenham are going to have enough. I think Tottenham are going to have a very good start to the season. And I think they're going to have enough to beat Bournemouth. I think it'll be a close game. I could see some goals in here. I'll say like 3-2. 3-2 Tottenham this one.
I'm thinking 2-2.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, a tie, huh?
Yeah, when I first saw this game, I was going to say Tottenham win. And I know we didn't talk too great about Bournemouth in the beginning episodes. Bournemouth have proven themselves. Again, I'm not going to say they're like top 10 team or anything, but they're better than what I thought. Bournemouth's defense is struggling, but not as they're learning. I've seen as the games have gone on. To your point, Tottenham can attack, but Bournemouth can attack just as much, just like you said. So that's why I think 2-2. Tottenham have a better defense, but yeah, I don't know. Just the attack for me. So I'm stuck with a tie. I want to say Tottenham win, but I'm going to go with a tie. So,
well, I'm going to say Tottenham win. I think they're on the roll. I think now Bournemouth is also getting Kluivert back. I saw him play a couple minutes. So, but Tottenham's on the roll. I mean, after this last game, the way they play and the attacking, the threat that they have, the middle. I mean, I'm gonna say Tottenham win, and I'm gonna say 2-0 clean sheet.
Okay.
wow.
No goals.
Not even 2-1. 2-1 to me seems more realistic.
Nope, 2-0.
2-0.
I'm going all out. I'm risking it.
Semenyo blanking. Okay.
Well, I'm just curious who you think's going to score the goals. Who do you guys think for Tottenham specifically, not Bournemouth?
For Tottenham, so I think Johnson is really pushing up on the threat on that side. A lot of focus is going to be on Kudus, and Kudus kind of really attracts a lot on the left wing. So on the right wing, you got Johnson on the crosses that Kudus making on the quick counter, and then Sarr coming up in the middle. So Sarr is going to give me a goal or an assist. He's going to come through there, even though kind of playing a little bit of a kind of defensive role, but still going to get in there and give me points that I need for the team because he's a team player.
Is Solanke going to score against his old club?
Well, will he start?
Yeah.
No, I don't think he'll start.
Well,
you think they might switch it up?
No, I think Richarlison's on fire.
Yeah, but I think they'll put him in.
Yeah, he'll play. I think Tottenham will bring on Eze. I mean, sorry, Spurs fans. Sorry.
I was gonna jump
got
on
me
that.
there too.
Yeah. Well, I guess they weren't quick enough, even though they're quick in the playing, but not quick on businesses.
Right.
But yeah,
It just came down to like legacy, like title of the club.
Well,
Who's
honestly,
most popular?
I heard it came down to who Eze really wanted to play for.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah,
But he chose the most popular club, like not popular, but like the most. I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Like
Strong club.
yeah,
That has the more chances of winning
The title.
trophies,
Yeah.
title, and the one that will actually have a shot of winning the Champions League with all the signings that they have done. So, but we'll get to that when we get to their game. So, Tottenham for me, Tottenham win 2-0, clean sheet. I you know what? I shouldn't even say the scores, but I still win. So.
Okay, so the next game we have is United versus Burnley. Junior, what are your thoughts?
Where's Kuna? Oh, he's scoring goals. He's gonna be scoring goals against Burnley. Yeah. So I think Man United. I mean, this is a test. These last two games that they had. The first game was like they lost, but I mean, like you said it. You called in the last video. It was Man United's game. I mean, the expected goals, the possession, the shot on target, and everything else was Man United. So this week was a little bit different, but they need a win. And if they're not able to beat Burnley by at least 2-3-0,
Some
they
uncomfortable
barely,
conversations.
but they
Yeah.
barely win, then yeah, there's something wrong there. Yeah, I don't know, Kuna. We'll have to have a talk. So Man United win, clean sheet.
Cunha, it's his time to score. I mean, first two games, he's had chances, he's had opportunities. So this game really should be his time to shine. I'm going with a United win. If I were to choose a score, it'd probably be 2-0. I mean, I don't think they're going to demolish Burnley only because Burnley is like, reminds me of Everton, very defensive. But I do think United will win. They're bound for it. And if to your point, if not, then I'm scared what will happen next. So
Yeah, no, I'm with you guys. I think United got this one in the bag. I think it'll be an easy win for them. They're playing at home. So yeah, I'm gonna go United. So the next game we have up is Sunderland versus Brentford. This would be Sunderland started the season well, and then Brentford started the season not so well, and then it's kind of flipped. So Brentford now has Dango, and he's looking really good. So personally, I'm going to go with Brentford win on this one.
yeah, I think I'm going to go Brentford win. When I saw it, to your point, Sunderland is kind of convinced me a little bit. I'm like, okay, yeah, they can do this. But after watching them play this past game week, I don't know. I do have to give it to Brentford a little bit. I think Brentford again is one of those teams that as they play, they're learning. You know, they've undergone some big changes.
Oh yeah.
Do I think they're going to be amazing? No, but I think they're learning. To your point, Dango's on fire.
Mhm.
So
Wisa could be in the squad for this game. Who knows if he leaves or not?
Right. We know that he's sitting out.
Mhm.
So, and, you know, like to you guys' point, they had to reorganize and rethink their tactics and their approach to the game by not having Mbuemo, which everybody knew that they lost them, but now Wisa wanting to leave. So, but
and Norgard and the manager.
oh,
Those
yeah.
are huge
Yeah,
changes.
yeah, yeah,
Their
yeah.
keeper.
You know, they brought in Henderson for Norgard, and
Did they start him the first
they
game?
did. They did.
The
And
very first game.
No, not the first.
I was
game.
about to say, I
I'm
didn't
sorry,
think
yeah.
so, which I thought was also an interesting
Yeah.
thing, considering he's played in the Prem. Again, not a player I highly rate myself, but he has experience that he could bring to the team.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't realize they were about the same age. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Wow.
Hmm.
So what about you, Junior?
So, yeah, I'm gonna after watching Southern having a great first game week. Second game week not as much. So yeah, Brentford win. Brentford win. And I think it's clean sheet. Clean sheet. I'm gonna say no clean sheet. But Brentford win.
Okay. So the next game we have is Leeds United versus Newcastle. I think Newcastle got this in the bag. If they do not, that's another issue that they need to discuss. I mean, Leeds are very attacking, but they cannot finish. And against Newcastle, I know they're missing a striker, but come on. Newcastle should, I hate to say this, but they really should be killing Leeds.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
No, I think Newcastle's got this one in the bag. I don't doubt it. I think watching Leeds play, I know they beat Everton. Everton really started slow that game, so I think Leeds may struggle a lot, and Leeds may be another team that just teams can rack up the score against, especially a team that attacks as quick as Newcastle does. I think it'll be 3 or 4-0.
Yeah, on the quick counter. Oh yeah. And Leeds start again. They started good first game week. Second week, I mean, they play a strong team, but Newcastle win. And I think it's going to be a nice, comfortable win. And I even think it's going to be a clean sheet because Newcastle do have good defenders.
Yeah.
They have a good defense. In the midfield is very physical. So, and where they're going to get him is on a quick counter because Leeds, when attack, they attack. And they just, like your point, their shooting has to have a little bit more to the left, a little bit more to the right, like in the goal area. And I think they'll be a threat,
Right.
But yeah.
Leeds is one of those teams that when they play lower level teams, they're in it to win it. They can compete. But against like Arsenal, Newcastle, I mean, these teams.
The top 10, I think they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
Against.
Yeah.
With the Newcastle game, it's going to be interesting to see if Ramsey, the guy from
Oh,
Villa,
yeah.
if he plays. Like, I'm just curious to see where he's going to play because he's a very good player, but he's more of like an attacking mid, right? So does he play in the midfield? Like, what? I just don't. I want to know they're playing with him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Also, trying to see if Newcastle gets a forward.
That too.
Yeah, because Newcastle not having the forward, not having Isak at this moment, really is really hurting them because they don't. It's Gordon right now playing in the role, and so
all that Isak drama, it got interesting there between the club and him. The club obviously wants to keep him. There's no way out. He wants out. But
well, and he's been wanting out for a little bit. It's not like it was just dropped at the last minute, and he knows where he wants to go. Of course, the best team.
The club wants. They got to pay up. They're making people pay up for Isak, okay? And I don't blame them. If the club's going to look in the club's best interest, hate to say it, not the players, right? So
it's a business at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And he signed that long-term contract. I think he still has 3 years left on his deal.
I know, man.
So honestly, unless he got something in writing that says that you can leave this summer for a certain fee, it's hard to argue anything because then they'll bring it to the court. Point.
Rumor has it that we Liverpool, the best team in the Premier at this time, we made a second offer of 130 supposedly. So that's the rumor. I don't know how accurate that is, but hey, I think that should be more than enough. Come on, how much do you really want? Just say, hey, listen, we're not going to sell him, bottom line, no matter what you offer. Then we know what we're dealing with. But then again, how would the player, what the chemistry be like when he returns? That's going to be interesting. Do you want to have that kind of player that wants to leave, be the main player, the forward, the one that starts, that everyone wants to feed? I don't know. It's just going to be very interesting how the dynamics in the locker room will be.
Yeah. And also for himself, like, is he going to be one of those that I doubt it because this is your job, you're getting paid to play, but is he going to be one of those that gets salty and is like, okay, I'll try some games, but I'm not going to try every game, have a chip on his shoulder, or is he going to be like, no matter what? I mean, I think no matter what, yes, he'll try, but at the same time, it's like he doesn't want to be there. You don't want to be somewhere. It's kind of like, you don't want to try. You don't really want to.
Yeah. So on to the next game. So we have Brighton versus Manchester City. Please.
I'm wearing my Aguero shirt. This is a good luck charm. So I'm hoping this week we'll do better. Let's not talk about last week. Okay, I'm hiding. I'm scared. I don't know what happened. But I'm going City win. So.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Why is he looking like that?
After this week.
I know. I'm trying to see what he's going to say because this is interesting.
Save the hate.
So I think the thing that's saving City right now if this was Brighton last year, I would say they could beat you guys where you're at this point.
You're going to say because Brighton's not doing well.
But Brighton are struggling right now.
They are.
And I don't know if it's a change of system that Hussler is trying to implement. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go City win on this one. I think it'll be tough. I know Brighton always usually step up to their games against you guys.
Just like Tottenham. Yeah.
But I think you'll win. I think Holland will score a hat trick.
Wow. Who's a City fan now? Who's a City fan?
Okay, wait. Did we say clean sheet or no clean sheet?
No clean sheet. Not against that defense.
No clean sheet.
I'm gonna go clean sheet.
Not against the
Wow, no, that's a true fan right there. Clean sheet. She's putting it all out there. Okay, so Brian is inconsistent. They lost Pedro. That you can tell. They miss him. You can tell. Yeah.
Welbeck's lonely up there.
Yeah, you need him, and not only, and Pedro played the role as a false nine, as a forward, and he was just all over trying to feed and also be the one that part of the attack. I mean, that's his role, but I think they missed that. It is going to be a Brighton home game for them, so they're probably going to try harder. I think it's going to be a Manchester City game. Haaland, of course, the captain that no, I'm not telling you I'm on Captain Haaland, but I'm just saying he's going to get a hat trick. And then I think Reinders is going to be the one that's going to be the assist. So there you go.
Dude, you're only naming the 2 players you have for FPL. I mean, yeah, I'm going to name all 11 that I have too are going to do amazing in these games.
Hey, don't hate. Let me dream, okay? So Manchester City win. I don't think it's going to be a clean sheet. No. But Manchester City win.
Okay.
Agreed.
Oh, and by the way, like Manchester City doesn't have enough good players, okay? So they're going to go get Donnarumma.
Listen.
Okay.
One mistake in the game.
Oh my God.
I get so much hate, but they're going after Isak. This one signed 60 players. They have a bus full of players still trying to get more all of a sudden. When Colwell's hurt, now they need more. Wait. They can't train the players to play a position. They need to buy more. So I don't want to hear anything from this side, especially. This next side, I mean, they're about to break record on transfers. So,
hey, but who established the record? Wasn't it a Haaland signing or a Grealish signing for 100 million or so? So, anyways, we just, we trying to catch up to the big spenders here.
Anyway.
The big spenders. But, yeah, so I feel bad for Trafford. I mean, hey, he can come over to, so he will never walk alone to the Liverpool Anfield.
I do feel bad for him. We talked about that previously. Yeah. But it is what it is. It's a business. So.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, I mean, you still have Ederson at the club. Unless he really wants to leave, I still don't see why.
He looked rough this past game week. He's got to go, poor guy. You can tell he's so unhappy. I mean, he also himself, you can tell he's checked out. He's ready to go.
Yeah, rumor has it they are looking and they're trying to get a club for Ederson. Like he wants to go.
He was in talks with. I don't even know how to say it. It starts with like a G or something. I thought he was in talks with them.
Galactico or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't know what happened.
No. Well, it's gonna be interesting. So next game is gonna be the Sunday game. Second game is gonna be Nottingham Forest versus West Ham.
Ooh, you know what that is? That's Potter's last game in charge when they lose 10-0.
It should be. It really should be.
Yeah, every corner's a goal.
So yeah, and like I said last video, a lot of people jumping on word on this game. I'm gonna tell you, it's not such a bad mood. I mean, it makes sense. So obviously, Nottingham Forest win, and it definitely should be a clean sheet.
I think we all agree on this.
All agree.
Yeah.
Except for this next one. Woo! This next one. This is the game of the week, probably the game of the season. Going to be one of them. Liverpool versus Arsenal.
You see this? All right.
Go ahead,
so
Junior, go ahead.
Yes, please. I get excited about this. So Arsenal is not the quick counter as the other teams that we play, like Bournemouth or like Crystal Palace. Arsenal is more of a let's control the ball, let's possess kind of team. We will have Gravenberch back. I think it's going to be definitely, it's going to be an come on now. We're going to be, to me, a win. I'm going to say 2-1 Liverpool. No clean sheet because I know our defense still there, but I know Bert's going to go in there, get me 2 goals. Well, okay, you know what? I'm gonna be a little bit okay. He's gonna be an assist and a goal for Birds, okay? And Konate gonna get defensive points.
Again, his FPL players. He's not even going for his team as a whole. Anyone. It could be Gabo, Soboslai, anyone else, but he's going for his FPL players. Right. So just keep that in mind. The Liverpool fan is going just for his FPL.
Just write down every player he names. That's his FPL team.
Exactly.
So Salah is going to have a good role in that. Gappa is going to be a good role in that. I think Ekitike is going to be
okay,
a
so
good
you're
role.
saying your whole attack.
So, yeah, since you put it that way.
we understand you think Liverpool's going to win, okay? What about you, Mario?
So I was thinking about this one, right? And the obvious answer is to go with a Liverpool win, but I actually feel like Arsenal are going to get the job done at Anfield. And I only say that
Freaking asset.
because the defense of Liverpool is still not convinced me to this point. But Arsenal, on the other hand, they're so solid. They don't let anything in, and they have two deep in every position. So even if Saliba or Gabriel gets hurt, they still have a decent. Backup. Saka, he's rumored to be injured, but they're saying it's not as serious, so he could even play that game.
That's one of those where if it's a big game like this, he's not injured.
Play.
They're gonna play it off like he is. Arteta thinks this is like a tool in his bag, a trick, and then we know by now Arteta your game plan. He's gonna play that game, even if he doesn't start. He'll come in, I'm sure.
And you know, definitely to what you're saying, Eze is probably going to play too.
Eze will probably play exactly. So they had that 15-year-old playing against Leeds. Just imagine instead of that 15-year-old, it's Eze coming in and Madueke maybe the super sub instead. It's just they have a lot of depth for Arsenal. And to be honest, I feel like this game has maybe come a little too soon for Liverpool. I think if you maybe 10 games from now, maybe they've signed another forward, Isak or not, they could compete. But I think Arsenal are just too strong right now. And I think it'll be very close, but I think Arsenal are going to come on top.
Okay.
Clean sheet or no clean sheet?
No clean sheet. No clean sheet. I think y'all will score. And that's for all the people who say we hate Arsenal. So there you go.
I just think it's interesting. I will say the Goikarez hate this one had, and now all of a sudden Arsenal's winning. So, I agree with you. I do think it came too soon. I do think Liverpool's defense is struggling more than Arsenal's. I'm gonna go Liverpool. I'm still gonna go Liverpool.
Welcome.
I think honestly, this is just coming from I just don't want Arsenal to win. Realistically speaking, I think they're capable of winning. Yes. Like, truly speaking, I do think they could win this. I actually feel like 80%, I'm 80% sure they could win this. I just don't want them to, so I'm going to go Liverpool.
And let me add a little bit more to that. So this will be the first game that Arsenal will be playing against a team that has an actual attacking force. The last two games has been here and there. The defense, yes, the same defense last season, and they kept a lot of clean sheets. It's Liverpool relentless attacking and quick attack. I think it's going to be a battle in the middle. Both teams, I think they're going to battle it out. But like I said, like a fan, I think.
Why don't we think it could be a tie though?
Because I want my team to win.
Well, okay. Yes. Yeah. Outside of that though, why does there have to be a winner?
It could be
because another part of me is it could be 1-1.
Ties are boring.
Yeah, and you know what?
I'm trying to predict.
So in previous games that they play against each other, it's been like a tie for the most part.
Boring. These games get so hyped up.
Yes.
Even when City plays Arsenal or whatever, they're so hyped up, and then game time comes, and it's
just really,
oh
come on,
God.
guys.
For both teams, not just one. For both teams.
Yeah, because they're all playing it safe.
Yeah. Right. All right. So the last game we got is Villa versus Palace. Going Palace with this one. I mean, Villa are looking. It's rough.
I don't know what's going on with Watkins.
I don't know what's going on with the team as a whole.
Their structure is off. They cannot build out of the back. They just look uncomfortable playing football. They don't look like they've known each other, played with each other.
Not the same team as last season.
It's so weird.
Yeah, and it's. I say Watkins because of course I got him in my. But anyway, so to your point, you're absolutely right. Yeah. They don't. I don't even see the passion there anymore. It's just I really don't know what they need. I know there was what player was it that was trying to come to Villa? I can't think of it right now, but there was a player that we're looking into. But to me, see, Crystal Palace lost Eze. They replaced it with another Eze. So
Eze, the Spanish version.
Sí, señor Eze. So okay, fine. Crystal Palace win.
Yeah, Palace. I mean,
in clean sheet.
And clean sheet.
Yeah,
I'm going clean sheet for that too. I had hopes for Villa after watching them. It is looking a little rough. Not to say they can't come back. They are a team that can come back. but they do need to just kind of wake up. Something needs to change a little bit. Nothing major, just a little bit of changes. But Palace have been looking pretty strong this past game without Eze. I think they put up a fight against Nottingham Forest, who's a very defensive team. So Villa, on the other hand, their defense isn't as strong in my opinion. So yeah, I'm gonna go Palace win, clean sheet. Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. Palace win this game easy. I think. I don't think it's a. I think Villa need to find out their playing style. If they're going to get players in, who's going to leave the club. I know they have financial issues, so maybe they need to sell somebody for a lot of money, and then they can bring in new players. But I think they need to figure out their identity a bit. But yeah, I'll go with Palace win as well.
Well, everyone, those are our predictions for Game Week 3. Please, as always, thank you for your support. And don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and hit that notification button. And we'll see you guys next video.
Bye
Bye,
everyone.
guys.